Hello friends, welcome to Raut Swash, and in this class today we are going to discuss about or we'll be talking about discussing about micronutrients and macronutrients. Particularly we will talk about nutrients. Friends, there may be a question, give an account of micronutrients, question may be there, and there may be a question, give an account of macronutrients. Otherwise you can be asked a questions, what are the micronutrients, write their sources, composition and functions, deficiency, like this. Give an account of details, means what are the macronutrients, types of macronutrients, sources of macronutrients, and you can say functions of the macronutrients, deficiency of macronutrients, and how they can be adjusted, like this. This type of question may be asked in your examination. So today we are going to discuss these questions. And first, before going to know about micronutrients and macronutrients, we should know what are nutrients. As we have already discussed, nutrients are the components of foods, the compositions of foods which are needed by the body, needed by not only humans, all the organisms need, whether it may be plants, animals, and anything, all need in order to survive, in order to growth, development, reproduction, survival. Particularly we can say all need nutrients in one and other ways. Okay, तो as far as ह्यूमन इज कंसर्न्ड, हम जो ह्यूमन का बात करें तो ह्यूमन, इन केस ऑफ ह्यूमन वी टेक इट more seriously, we take scientifically, we take nutrients planningly in order to growth development, not only growth development, because it is directly related to our mental, physical and psychological development, so that they play an important role in our survivals. So friends, the nutrients are the components or the compositions of foods which are needed by the body for various purposes, different purposes. We can say for the supply of energy, or we can say for the day-to-day activity, whatever physical work, mental work, any type of work, energy is needed, and that energy is supplied or provided by the nutrients. Number one. Number two, these nutrients also helps in the development of body growth, of the physical growth, mental growth, development of mental, IQ development, intelligence development, mental sphere development. So this type of developments is there. Another is thing that they also help in repair of tissues. Repair of tissue, they play a vital role or important role for the maintenance of tissues, repair of tissues. Is that right? And next one is for the recovery from diseases. Recovery of diseases from different type of disease, they are also nutrients. And to regain the original or previous figure, vitality, we also need energy. After the cure of disease, during the time of disease, we need certain type of nutrients. After the recovery, after the cure, we also need certain type of nutrient, different type of nutrients, in order to recover, to back, rejuvenate us, to go back, to return back the original physique or vigor. Is it right? So see, what are nutrients? So micronutrients and macronutrients. Okay, macronutrients and micronutrients. These micronutrients are again divided into minerals, vitamins, okay, and these nutrients are, we can say, carbohydrates, proteins, fats. Okay, these are also nutrients. So micronutrients and macronutrients. So we can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are 5 nutrients which are needed by us, our body. Except these 5 nutrients, another 2 nutrients are very important. We just are not adding in this. We can say 6, we can say fibers, that is dietary fibers. We can say dietary fibers, otherwise it is called as roughage. Okay, another number 7 is water. Water is also important for our body. It is also taken as nutrients. So minerals, vitamins, carbohydrates, protein, fats, 5 main nutrients, and additional 2 nutrients are fibers and water. These are the 7 nutrients which are required by the body for the, as we have already discussed, growth or development, etc., etc. Is it right? And today we are going to discuss about these micronutrients. What are the micronutrients and what are macronutrients? So we will go in detail. But today we will discuss only this part of minerals and vitamins of micronutrients. Okay, let us see. So our body, as far as, let us discuss first one is number 1 nutrients, that is minerals. Okay friends, today we are going to discuss about minerals, micronutrients, the part 1. Out of the 7 nutrients we are going to discuss on the micronutrients number 1. Is it right? As far as we know that our body contains 19 nutrients, micronutrients or minerals, we can say minerals. 19 minerals. What are these minerals? We can say these minerals are calcium, phosphorus, P, phosphorus, and sodium. Next one is chlorine, number 4. Next was magnesium, Mg. Next is iron, Fe. Okay, next was copper, element symbol Cu, copper, manganese, that is we can say An, manganese. Next one is your iodine, I, cobalt, Cu, cobalt. Okay, and Co, cobalt. And next one is your T, Sn, aluminium, Al, aluminium, and arsenic, As. Next one is एंड ब्रोमीन, फ्लोरीन, ब्रोमाइन जो बोलते, ब्रोमीन, Br. ओके, नंबर 15 फ्लोरीन, F. नेक्स्ट मॉलिबेडिनम, नंबर 16 मॉलिबेडिनम, मॉलिबेडिनम Mb. It is so these are some important out of 19 what minerals it is listed. We have listed only 16 minerals as per our data. So these are again, let us focus on this again, this focus these minerals. These are calcium Ca, phosphorus P, sodium N, तो chlorine Cl, manganese magnesium Mg, iron Fe, copper Cu, manganese Mn, iodine I, cobalt Co, and aluminum Al, arsenic As, bromine Br, fluorine A, and molybdenum Mb. So these are the 16 nutrients we have detected out of this list 19. So friends, these all, that is, these minerals are necessary for 4 main purposes. Requirement, general requirement, we will go on detail one by one. Let us see requirements for 4 important roles. 4 what important roles? What are the important roles? Number 1, as consider bone, they helps in formation of bones, and teeth. Not only also formation, they also maintain the health of these bones and teeth. Number 1. Okay, therefore what are these? What these are, as we have discussed, calcium, phosphorus, and magnesium. These are the major. To see, major calcium and phosphorus, that is Ca, calcium, and P stands for phosphorus. They play an important role in the formation of bones, maintenance of bones, healthiness of bones. Instead of these two, another calcium, phosphorus, another is that Mg also has some important roles. Magnesium, okay, magnesium also helps in the contribution of bones. It is essential part of the bones. So friends, out of the 4 important roles, number 1, we can say the functions and formations of bone, health of bone. These mineral nutrients are required. As we have discussed, the main nutrients or micronutrients are the elements which are required, minerals required. These are calcium, phosphorus the major, and some extent magnesium also plays an important role in the function, formation, and health of bone. Is it right? Number 1. And next, number 2 functions of a role, important role. Number 1 was bone. So number 2 which functions, they help in the formation of cells. Which cells? They help in the formation of cells. Muscle cells, we can say, blood cells. They helps in the formation of cells, muscle cells, blood cells, liver cells, all the type of cells. Liver cells, you can say, heart cells, we can say, heart cells. So all types altogether we can say they helps in the formation of cells. That means cells, formation of cells. What cells? We know that different type of body, we have different type of cells. As we know, if you will go on detail somewhat, our body consists of different type of cells. These are the muscle cells, blood cells, liver cells, heart cells. So these cells are also formed due to the presence of nutrients. Is it right? Next, number 3 important, they help in the fluid balance, fluid and salt balance of our body. Okay friends, the number 3 importance. What are the number 3 important, third importance of these micronutrients? They help in the fluid balance. Fluid balance, we can say the water balance of the body, water balance, other fluid balance. We know that different type of fluids are secretion in our body. That is also we can say enzymes are secreted from the body. These are fluid substance, also chemical fluids, and hormones are also secreted. Is it right? And this type of water balance means water is removed from a body in the form of sweats, tears, and urines like this. So in case of all stools, they also maintain what? The water balance, salt balance. Salt balance is very important part of our body. To salt balance, some extent also temperature balance, they also help in the maintenance of temperature of the body. Okay, this is number 3 importance of this micronutrients. Number 4, and just another 4 importance, some specific functions are there. Formation of hemoglobin. It is one of the important factor. Formation of hemoglobin is one of the important and some enzyme formation, and for formation of hormones, as we have discussed. So let us discuss hemoglobin. As we know that hemoglobin, it is a red colored iron containing protein. Hemoglobin is a red colored iron containing protein. Hemoglobin, HB, it is a protein, iron containing protein. Okay, it is iron containing protein. So it is red in color, and which provides red color of the blood, because it is found, this hemoglobin is found in RBC, red blood cells, or you can say red blood corpuscles. Blood cells are otherwise called as corpuscles. So hemoglobin, due to presence of hemoglobin and iron containing protein, the color of the human blood is red. Is it right? And that hemoglobin is present in the RBC, red blood cells. And hemoglobin not only gives the blood red color, it also another important functions which play important role, because the respiratory gases we can say the transportation of what? Oxygen and carbon dioxide gas. Friends, already you know that in the respiratory process, 2 gases are important. One is oxygen, which you take in, breathe in, and carbon dioxide, which you expel out or give out. So these 2 gases are transported through the body, through the blood, with the help of what? Hemoglobin, because oxygen combines with this hemoglobin, forming a compound which is called oxyhemoglobin. Okay, and this carbon dioxide also combines in the hemoglobin, forming carbaminohemoglobin. So by this way, what happens? By this way, the transportation of oxygen and carbon dioxide is transported or transferred from one place to another due to the presence of this hemoglobin. So it plays an important role, hemoglobin, and this hemoglobin is formed due to the presence of minerals, and that mineral is nothing but the iron. So when we are in, you might have seen that when the deficiency of hemoglobin takes place, deficiency of hemoglobin is considered as the deficiency of blood, which is called anemia. If hemoglobin amount, as far as we have seen, in case of human male, the hemoglobin count is 15 to 18, and in case of fat female, it is considered 12 to 13 or 14. So if hemoglobin will remain in this condition, in this state, so it is considered normal. If hemoglobin falls below this level, then there is a lack of blood, lack of hemoglobin, or anemia. So by that way, what the doctor prescribes us to take iron tablets, the red color tablets which are provided by the doctor, in order to increase the level of hemoglobin, so that we can maintain our normal blood. We also get this iron mineral from the other food sources, fresh vegetables, fruits, or milk. So this is what we are talking about, the four important functions of a mineral. Let me summarize again. Four function. Number one is the formation of bones. It is the formation of cells, different type of cells, as we have discussed, the blood cells, nerve cells, and we can say heart cells, kidney cells. All the cells are formed due to the presence of minerals. And number three is that they help in the formation of what? Enzymes, hormones, and what? Hemoglobin. And next, number four is they maintain our salt and fluid balance of our body. So these are what the four important role or functions played by the nutrients, mineral. Overall function we are talking about, the overall importance of these four. Now we will go on this individually. Number one, we can say calcium. The symbol of calcium is Ca. Okay, we are going to discuss about the calcium. Is it right? Calcium, as far as calcium is concerned, it forms 1.5 to 2% of our body weight. 2% of our body weight. Okay, and 90% of body weight. Out of this 2%, 99% present in hard tissues. Hard tissues. What do you mean by hard tissues? What do you mean by hard tissues? Hard tissues are nothing but the bones and teeth. Bone and teeth. These are present in the bone and teeth. That is, again speaking, the calcium. Calcium is divided 1.5 to 2% of our body weight, and this 90% is present in the bones and teeth, and another 1% is distributed in all the remaining parts of the body. Is it right? So functions. Let us see the functions of calcium. What are the functions of calcium? As we have already discussed, formation of bone and teeth, number one. Formation of bones and teeth, as we have already discussed, no need to discuss about. Along with this calcium, another two important phosphorus and magnesium are also needed for the formation of bone and teeth. Next one is clotting of blood. for clotting of blood, because blood clotting is an important factor in your body. If blood will not clot after injury, what will happen? Then hemorrhage of that condition is called hemorrhage. So hemorrhage will be there and continuous flow of blood will take place. So that will be what dangerous condition, that will bring a dangerous condition to the body. So that's why it is also for clotting of blood. Number 2 important function of calcium is it helps in the clotting of blood. Is it right? Number 3 is that it's for heart muscles, contraction of heart muscles. Contraction of heart muscles. What heart muscles? If a contraction of heart muscles will be not there, so it is one of the important factor, because contraction and relaxation togetherly forms the breathing of heartbeat. What we say heartbeat. If contraction and relaxations will be not there, so heartbeat will not there. If heartbeat will not be there, so everything will be finished on the spot. Is it right? So it helps in the contraction of heart muscles. So it regulates or maintains nerve fibers and nerves. It maintains the nerves and nerve fibers. Nerve centers. What are nerves? Nerve fibers. Nerves. You know that which are the nervous system. Nerves are the composition, the components of nervous system. That means brain cells, neuron. Our nervous system consists of structural and functional unit, which are called neurons. So neurons and nerve cells are very important because they help in transmission of message from one part of the body. So without transformation, body will not respond, and in the absence of the functions of this nervous system, what the condition we call, that condition is called paralysis. So means nervous system is not functioning, that means the situation arises which is called paralysis. That means that may be partial paralysis or that may be total whole paralysis. That means कोई particular part if not functioning nervous system, that is cause paralysis, and that altogether the whole body is not functioning, responding, that is cause also whole body paralysis. Is it right? So these are the important functions. Some enzymes present in the gastric juice. It is helps in the formation of enzymes, as we have learned. Formation or activation of enzymes. Formation and activations of enzymes. So these are some important major functions of this calcium. Now let us discuss about another. So see, sources of calcium. Sources: milk, milk is the prime source of calcium. So milk powder and sesame seeds, these are also sources, and other sources are ragi, the milk powder, this is milk powder, ragi, and we can say milk powder, this is your milk powder, but milk, here milk we can also write milk. Another is your green leafy vegetables, leafy vegetables, and another is small fishes are also good sources of small fishes. The small fishes are very good sources. Out of this, very important are one, not ragi. So milk is important sources. Small fishes are important. So ragi, and सबसे अच्छा source we can say the milk. because milk you also remember that milk is one of the important food which contain all the nutrients. So it contains all the nutrients, not only single one or two, three. All the nutrients are whether micronutrients, whether macronutrients, all the nutrients. If a question will be asked by you, somebody, which only one food which contains all the nutrients, micro, everything is there, that is only milk, nothing else. Only milk, all the nutrients. Okay. So deficiency. After discussing the sources, now let us focus on the deficiency of calcium. Deficiency of calcium. Number one, deficiency of calcium, it causes rickets. Rickets in which next, due to vitamin D. So rickets in vitamin D deficiency and hyper-irritability, ज़्यादा irritability. And next one is your decay of teeth. Decay of teeth also take place. Okay. Next one is your tetany. So these are the four. Number one, rickets, which also accompanied with the vitamin D deficiency, hyperirritability, decay of teeth, and tetany condition or situation will arise. These are the sources and the what functions deficiency of calcium. Now let us focus on the phosphorus. Phosphorus, it is called P, phosphorus. It present 1% of our body weight, Phosphorus is present 1% of body weight, and it is also 90% of this 90% of these are found also in bone and teeth. We have seen already calcium present, 99% of calcium is present in bone and teeth, but 19% of phosphorus also present in bone and teeth. Is it right? So these are also important. And functions. What are the functions? Main function: formation of bone and teeth, number one, like calcium, formation of bone and teeth, number one. Number two function is that carbohydrate metabolism, Number three is that for certain coenzymes, formation of coenzymes or synthesis, you can say synthesis of coenzymes. Synthesis of coenzymes, and also for nucleic acid, formation of nucleic acids. That means what we call the nucleic acids are nothing else. The DNA and RNA are called the nucleic acids. Deoxyribonucleic acids and ribonucleic acid. Deoxyribonucleic acid and ribonucleic acid. These are called the nucleic acids. So these are also formed due to presence of this micronutrient, what we call phosphorus. Is it right? So next sources. What are the sources? Sources we can say cereals, millets, and pulses, nuts, all the type of nuts, and oil seeds. Oil seeds also contain what? Phosphorus. Next one is your milk powder. We also get calcium from milk powder. Next is your meat, fish, eggs, animal proteins, you can say animal products, and another is that milk. Don't forget that it is your milk and it is a milk powder, what we call milk powder. So that is milk powder, we can say Amul powder. What Amul brands milk powder. So these are the calcium. Then deficiency. We can now let us see the focus on the deficiency of this. तो deficiency may cause that is, as we know that it helps in the formation of bone and teeth. If the phosphorus is not present sufficiently, then development of weakness of bones and teeth will be there. Weakness of bones and teeth, number one. Number two, we can say insufficient or insufficient formation of nucleic acid. Insufficient formation of nucleic acids. These are the deficiency. Now let us move towards the iron. Number 3 in micronutrients, iron. So iron, so as we already discussed, it is one of the very important for the formation of what? Hemoglobin. We have already discussed formation of hemoglobin. That means it is, as we have already discussed, it is an iron containing protein. Iron containing protein. So it mostly depends on the presence or presence of iron. If sufficient iron is there, then formation of hemoglobin will be there and blood stability will be there. So next, it is usually present in the most important functions, formation of hemoglobin. So next, it is so that if hemoglobin will be present sufficiently, no anemia will be there. We will discuss about the anemia later. So we see functions. Function number 1, transportation of what? Transport, not only transport only, transportation and storage. Transportation and storage of what? Storage of oxygen in cells and the tissues. So iron, the micronutrient iron, helps in the transport and storage of oxygen, the respiratory gases in cells. Number one. Number two, and enzymes and proteins. It helps in the formation of enzymes and proteins. It helps in the formation of enzymes and proteins. What? Enzymes and proteins. Number three, required for the red blood RBC, formation of RBC. RBCs, that means red blood cells. RBCs, that means red blood cells. So these are the important functions of iron. So let us see what are the sources. Sources of iron. Number one sources is that it will get jaggery, green leafy vegetables, jaggery. Number one, green leafy vegetables, Next one is your cereals, millets, and also liver, meat and eggs. Liver, meat and eggs. So these are the important sources. Now let us see deficiency. Deficiency of iron causes what called anemia. Deficiency, important. Deficiency, it causes anemia. What is the anemia? Lack of blood, shortage of blood, insufficient blood is called a condition, arises a situation, brings a situation, condition which is called anemia. Is it right? So now this is all about irons. Now let us discuss about next one is your iodine. Iodine, is it right? So iodine is also one of the important as it helps, as you know already, we have learned in the previous lower classes in school levels that iodine helps in the formation of thyroxine hormone, which maintains the health of thyroid gland. We know that thyroid gland is located here. Insufficient secretion of this thyroxine causes a swelling of our leg, which is called goiter. We have already learned in lower classes. Goiter, a condition, that means a condition which arises, we will see, that is then a condition will arise that is called goiter. So this condition is called goiter. So this is due to deficiency of iodine. Is it right? So condition called goiter is formed. Important sources और जब sources का बात किया जाता है तो sources are mostly you can say seafoods. Number one. Number two, we can say salt. What we can say iodized salt. It is also a source of, so all the seafoods contain sufficient amount of iodine. Did I? And they contain next another is that another important is that you can say another important is that what are iodine requirements? 0 to what is the requirements? 0 to 2 point milligram per daily. Daily the requirement is 0.2 milligram. Is it right? So next one is and functions, which as we have already known, whatever the function of iodine, as I have already discussed, the function, most important function is that it maintains the health of thyroid gland, that is which secretes thyroxine. In the absence of thyroidism, also hyperthyroidism, thyroidism diseases are called due to lack of this hormone, also thyroxine. So this is the one of the important functions of iodine. And a deficiency, what are the deficiencies of this iodine? Deficiency causes a condition, swelling of necks, which is called goiter, and it can be cured by the sufficient intake of iodine. And the sources of iodine are the iodines are, we have already discussed that means the most probably the mostly the seafoods, sea fishes, all types of seafoods, and iodized salt. These are the sources. Next we are going to this is what some important 4 nutrients we have already discussed: calcium, phosphorus, iron, iodine. So these are some important nutrients already we have covered. In the next part we will cover some second part of this micronutrients, that is vitamins. Okay, so for this today's and this is all about today's class. Thanks and have a nice day. Okay.